You've heard the word Skinwalker, but the real story goes back centuries before modern-day horror. It is a sacred and feared part of Dene or Navajo culture. In Navajo belief, a Skinwalker, or this word here, I know I'm going to mess it up, which means with it he goes on all fours, isn't just a normal monster. They are a person who becomes a witch and uses dark magic to help benefit themselves. They can disguise themselves as different animals like wolves, coyotes, bears, basically anything that they can get the skin of and wear, hence the name Skinwalkers. Unlike normal medicine men who try to keep the balance and restore it, Skinwalkers break it and use it for themselves. Skinwalkers come from what's called the Witchery Way, which is a dark branch of Navajo spiritual practices. To gain their powers, they usually must commit a terrible act. Often, let's say, taking care of a close relative. It's a way of breaking all moral and cultural bonds. That's why talking about them is taboo. Even saying their names can draw their attention. But these stories aren't just about fear. They're warnings and lessons about greed, betrayal, and balance. They remind people that using power for harm destroys harmony. They have been blamed for droughts, unexplained illnesses, death, whatever you can think about that's negative, they've been blamed for it. So due to these beliefs and them being such an important part of their culture, accusing someone of being a skinwalker was a very serious thing. So in 1878, based on everything that was going on where they were being kicked out of their lands, forced marched, everything going bad for them, there was this thing called the Witch Purge where they accused dozens of people of witchcraft and they were taken care of. And it was basically the equivalent of the Salem witch trials for us. And then once us outsiders started to learn about the legend, it started to change. And by the 1990s, pop culture turned it into a monster story pretty much. And with the rise of Skinwalker Ranch, everyone just started to know the name. But the ranch really has nothing to do with skinwalkers. There's like one story, I think, but the rest of it's pretty much UFOs and modern paranormal activity. So next time you hear the word skinwalker, remember it's not just a ghost story. It's part of a sacred Navajo belief system about power, balance, and what happens when you break the laws of harmony. So there's something that should be spoken about with care and respect, because you never know, they could be out there. Thank you for watching.